Welcome to Things to Consider. Today we're going to talk about cooling cameras that are used in very hot areas in production applications. Cameras are used extensively in manufacturing, even sensors in very, very hot areas to control production processes, to check on quality control and so on. And these units have to be cooled. So there's various ways to cool these items. First of all, you can use pure compressed air. The problem is when you have a remote camera in a hot area and using pure compressed air, that compressed air is going to be quite hot. So you're going to use a lot of it because it's hot. Another thing you can do is, of course, is have a fan on the camera, or a fan cooling the camera. However, again, this camera is in a hot area, quite often in a remote area, so it's going to be very hard to service that fan. That area can also be quite dirty and humid, and it could be subject to breakdowns, and of course dirt in the area can ruin the fan as well, and dirt can also get into the camera and damage it. So a fan is not always the best idea to cool a camera in a very hot area. You can use water. Water cooling is an excellent option, except that water used to cool cameras is usually supplied in very, very small lines. These small lines, as a result, being hot or the water going into a hot area will warm up the water, and you can have scale buildup. So unless that water is treated very, very well, because you're dealing through very small lines, you could have scale issues. So that's one of the drawbacks of using water for cooling. And of course, if it gets scaled up, you get clogging and the cooling effect disappears. Finally, you can use something called a vortex tube. I have a medium-sized vortex tube and a small vortex tube in my hand. Vortex tube creates compressed air, or takes compressed air, spins it one way, getting hot air coming out to one end, very cold air coming out the other end. You can get actually down to -4 degrees Celsius quite easily with a vortex tube, although you wouldn't use it to that cold a temperature. Utilizing a vortex tube in a hot area to cool a camera is an excellent idea because you're going to get real cooling. You'll get cold compressed air going in there using a lot less compressed air than if it was hot. And you don't have the problems of water clogging up, no scale buildup, nothing can really break down. A much, much more efficient way of cooling a camera in a very hot area.